Always the light-skinned girls who think they just so pretty and just because they born light-skinned that they just all that. That they can come on people's shit talking shit. Oh, because you think you're pretty. I'm going to tell you something. One, I look better than you. I look better than you, so you can get off my shit. That's one. And then two, why are you on my stuff if you don't like me? Why? Oh, it's giving obsessed. It's giving obsessed, light skin, red bone. Yeah, get your funny looking ass up out of here. I don't play with these hoes. It's mostly a lot of light skinned women who come bothering me. Yeah, I said what I said.
So, in this video, we are going to talk about our light-skinned women bullies. Clarissa Sheilds, who is a boxer, she aired out her grievances on her Instagram page, and she was kind of talking about how she noticed a pattern of lighter-skinned women commenting or saying things about her, and she wanted to voice that. This is an interesting topic, and I wanted to talk about it because I feel like colorism is something that's very real in the Black community. I feel like it's something that has been going on since a long time ago, and I really want to get into it, so stick around. So, boxer Clarissa Sheilds, she posted on her Instagram a video of her, and she was kind of talking about how she has noticed a trend. She claims that she notices that lighter skinned Black women tend to be in her comments, making comments about her. She just pointed out that she noticed that this demographic of Black women tend to be in her comments the most. For her to make a video, I'm assuming that she feels like these women are being mean, rude, bullying her, or saying things to her that she does not like. So she made it a point to make a video and come out and kind of address it. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I too am a Black woman. This is something I definitely feel like I have noticed. Most of the time when it comes to darker skinned Black women, they may feel, and society makes them feel like they are lower on the totem pole as far as attraction, as far as beauty, to white people, and even in the Black community. In the Black community, we also do this. We also, because, you know, we're Black. We come in an array of shades of browns and blacks and, you know, chocolates and caramels, and, you know, and that's what I love about our race. You know, there is a huge spectrum of color and it's all beautiful, and I feel like beauty is not limited to the shade of, you know, your complexion only. Some people like dark-skinned people, some people like a lighter-skinned people, and that's what I mean in that regard is, you know, to me, I feel no matter what shade you are, there's somebody out there that's their preference. But my point is, in the Black community, we do tend to shame and shun darker skinned people, and I want to say women. I feel like when it comes to Black men, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I love me a chocolate brother. So I feel like when it comes to darker skinned men, this may not be as prevalent as I feel like a lot of darker skinned men are desirable. I feel like a lot of Black women like dark skinned men, other races like dark skinned men, but I don't know if this thing is as prevalent for men as it is for women. And like I said, I just feel like when it comes to beauty, even if we look at marketing, look at advertisement, if there are Black women there, most of the time they are brown skin, light skin with curly hair to represent us. And if they are darker skin, I feel like, you know, these women normally have an afro, or maybe they're bald, or they have a lower cut hair. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I feel like all of these styles, curls, afro, braids, whatever, is all okay. But I just noticed like that they tend to kind of style them in that way. And I definitely see that. I have also seen Black women, when they get into other women and the woman is darker than them, they always go at that when they're talking about these people. They always want to call them a roach, a monkey, blackity this, or, you know, just really go in on the fact that they are a darker skinned person. And I feel like women do that. I feel like lighter skinned women do take advantage of that. And society has made them feel this way, like they are more desirable than a darker skinned black woman. And I think a lot of lighter skinned women do play into that. Now, if you are a lighter skinned person and you're watching this, I'm not saying all, but I'm just saying I have definitely noticed the colorism within our community, and I feel like it's very sad. And I do feel like a lot of darker skinned women do get a lot of flack, do get a lot of shade, not only from women but men as well. And, you know, not to get too deep, but I do think a lot of this perception comes from slavery days. You know, the lighter you were as a black person, you had more opportunities as far as better treatment. And I don't know how much better the treatment was now, child, but, you know, better treatment. And so I feel like that has been something that has been ingrained in us since for so long. I do know a lot of men who state that they desire a lighter skinned black woman. And I do think that a lot of darker skinned women do feel some type of way because society does tend to look at them as the ugly stepchild. And I think that that's so crazy because there's so many dark skinned women out here who are just drop dead gorgeous, like drop dead beautiful, you know. And I just hate that we have to separate beauty and make it about color because that's crazy. Clarissa Sheilds, she came on her Instagram and she pointed out that it tends to be the lighter skinned women who make comments. And I do believe that to be true. I have seen so many videos of lighter skinned women professing that they feel like they are the beauty standard within the black community. And again, I feel like society has made them feel like that. A lot of men have made them feel like that. A lot of people put beauty into their skin tone.
To ramble about black men in particular in this video for some unknown reasons.
Black men. Black men. Oh, wait, let me specify even more. Brown skin and dark skin men, because y'all pull a little bad light skin who y'all gonna make real pretty kids with, and then you treat her like shit. Are you serious? You could have had a little dirty, dark ass bitch for all that. Do all that. Like, have her. Like, let that be your thing. I'm so sick of black pulling Knicks bitches and treating them like they didn't win the lottery. Like, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? I could have been a white guy right now, but I'm with your black, your little struggling black, your little.
So it's just this thing that's supposed to be known that the lighter you are, the more desirable you are, and the darker you are, the less desirable you are, especially for women. I know in the past, I have had conversations with women that I know that are black, that are a darker skin tone, and they have definitely voiced some things to me that's definitely concerning. Some of them have said that they don't like their skin tone. They said that they feel like people always commented on their skin tone or made jokes about their skin tone or referenced their beauty as you're pretty for a dark skinned girl. And so that feels like a backhanded comment to them. Like, oh, normally, you know, darker skin's not cute, but you're the exception. And that is terrible to me. So I have definitely heard through conversations and had people voice that to me, you know, just telling me that they feel some type of way and that they wish they were lighter. They also have said that even with dealing with men, they have felt overlooked because they were a darker skinned woman. I've had conversations with black women who said that they don't want to date a darker skinned man because they have a fear of having a dark skinned child. They don't want that child to be called certain names or go through the pain that they felt like they had because of their skin tone. And again, that is sad to me in our community because to me personally, the array of colors that we have and the differences in our hues and skin tones is what makes our race so powerful and so beautiful to me. We are all beautiful, like our skin tone. We have melanin. A lot of Russian people have the same skin tone. They look the same. A lot of white people, you know, Latinos, they tend to have a one shade. We have so many different colors, and I just feel like that's what makes us stand out. That's what makes us unique. And I feel like it's not about your skin tone that makes you beautiful. And that's the part that really makes me sad, you know. And like I said, back to the conversations I've had. So I've had conversations with black women, darker skinned black women who have said that. But what's interesting, I've never had a conversation with a lighter skinned black woman whoever had any issues with her skin tone. And I feel like that speaks volumes to me. Absolutely. So I'm very happy that Clarissa came out and said that, because I definitely will rally behind her, because I have definitely seen that be true. Lighter skinned women were airing out their grievances to men saying, honey, I'm light skinned. You need to treat me better. If you want to do all that, you can go get you a dark skinned girl. And that was some tea.
To ramble about black men in particular in this video for some unknown reasons.
Black men. Black men. Oh, wait, let me specify even more. Brown skin and dark skin men, because y'all pull a little bad light skin who y'all gonna make real pretty kids with, and then you treat her like shit. Are you serious? You could have had a little dirty, dark ass bitch for all that. Do all that. Like, have her. Like, let that be your thing. I'm so sick.
Because I couldn't believe that women say that, and it clicked for me, like, just how white people feel like they are superior over us. We have within our very own community with that same ideology and mindset, feeling the closer that they are to white or light, they are just better than. And it definitely is a thing. It's definitely real. It's definitely true. I see it in the way where when women get into it with someone who's darker, like I said, the first thing that out of their mouth is, if she's darker, they immediately attack skin tone. We saw it with Erica Mena and Spice. We see the verbiage. Even I think Cardi B has been called out for saying certain names when she's into it with women, and most of the women are darker than her. And the first thing they want to bring up is somebody being a roach and a monkey and, you know, black and this and that, and that's the first thing. So I definitely feel like what Clarissa said is real and true, and I think that it's something that we need to talk about in the black community. But unfortunately, the way that society is and how they advertise beauty, until I feel like most recent times, as a black woman, anything as far as makeup or clothes or fashion or beauty, it's always been white women. That has been what we have seen as little girls. It has always been advertising white women as a standard of beauty. And if they had black people in there, they were always mixed or light skin with curly hair or good hair to represent us as a community, when we know that that's not true. We are a race that comes in so many shades. Our hair is very versatile. There's not one end or the other that's better than. It's just different and unique. And again, I feel like all shades of black should be able to be represented in mainstream media and in advertisement and all of that. And so I definitely thank Rihanna for being a trailblazer in that space, because when she came out with Fenty Beauty, she included all different types of black people, all Asian people, white. She did not just limit her brand to black women, which she could have done as a black woman, but she didn't do that. She made sure that lighter skinned women had their stuff together, darker skin, Asian, white. And I feel like that, and when it comes to beauty, we have to do that, because we're all beautiful. It's not about your tone. It's about how you're put together. It's about your spirit. It's about how you show up in the world. It's about how you conduct yourself. It's about how you carry yourself, which to me would deem somebody beautiful outside of just the physical. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and say that I don't want to be long-winded, but I just wanted to point out the fact that I totally understand what she's saying. I didn't really scroll through the comments to see what other people's thoughts were, so I'm not really sure what other people think about this, but when I seen it, it definitely was like, yes ma'am. I could definitely see that sometimes lighter skinned black people are bullies. They are people who tend to feel like they are more beautiful, and they definitely like to comment on darker skinned women and pick them apart and bully them. And I'm sorry, that is something that is very real. And on the flip side of that, I definitely feel like there are some darker skinned women who do it to light skinned women. So I'm not gonna, just pick on a lighter race, but we're only talking about that because we're talking about Clarissa Sheilds and what she said. So in my opinion, I do think that that is real. I do see it happening. I definitely understand where she's coming from. I think it's good that she sees her worth and her value and her beauty, and she's not letting anyone bully her because she's a darker woman. She feels beautiful and she is beautiful. So, I mean, more power to her. So thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope that you comment, share, like, and subscribe.